This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello humans, and thank you for joining me in another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash the like button. Now, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode, hello humans, and welcome to this passion project that I call the Gen X Gamer Show. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Today we're going to talk about Halo 5 Guardians, or as I call it, Halo Stepbrothers. It reminded me of that when I was playing, because you have two protagonists here that at first they fight each other, they hate each other sort of, and then they get united in battle. You're my brother. But anyway, this is one of my favorite activities, guys, is playing first-person campaigns or third-person campaigns. Story-driven game with good voice acting, semi-decent story. I'll do that before I watch a movie, to tell you the truth. I don't really watch movies anymore like I used to. Back in the 90s. I just don't like a lot of the stuff that comes out today. It's mostly trash. There's a lot of, even regular channels. It's all, what do they call this? Reality TV. I don't watch reality TV because it's these people hoarding paper, or hoarding toilet paper, and hoarding all the goods. These are the people on these reality shows. I see enough of those idiots. I don't want to see them on TV too. I think the only thing that I watch religiously now is Attack on Titan, and I subscribe to Disney Plus just so I can watch The Mandalorian. And that's about it. It's just I've lost a lot of interest, and I keep my focus on video games for the most part. Excuse me. Anyway, I want to talk to you about Halo because I had a really great time. I had a really great time playing this game, going through memory lane. The Halo series has been around for about 19 years, I think. I've been playing it for like 17 and change because I got my Xbox after it came out for a little bit. I didn't get brand new. And my son used to play the game, and I used to try to play it, and I was overwhelmed by it. Some of you that have been following the channel know that. So it was quite a proud moment for me finishing this game, right? I've become a little bit better at shooters. Not as good as I should, not good enough to play online, of course. But I'm trying to improve. But my focus would always be the first-person campaign. It's just what I prefer. But I found so much joy in going back in time, playing this game. And at the same time, I was reading like a sad post from this person that is depressed during the pandemic. Because they're working and they're not doing the things they want to do. Let me take a sip of water here real quick. I actually recorded this. This is like the 5th time I do it. My microphone is dying. So I hope that this one comes out right, because I'm losing my voice. Anyway. And not only were they sad because of the situation that we're going through, everything that you see pretty much is negative. In one way or another, they're talking about the situation right now. Pandemic, they're talking about the news, or people are fighting, politics, protests. You know, there was a flood today. There's been earthquakes. You know, it's just been bad. Just almost all the news is bad. But when I walk outside, the sun is shining. You know, there's a nice breeze today. It's a nice day, at least out here in San Jose. And you can even enjoy the rain. It's all in your attitude. But I think when all you're looking at is negative things, it really affects you. And I keep away from those things, and I've made this channel specifically move away from talking about a lot of negative things, because that's all there is now. This is what, unfortunately, the platform has turned into. And I didn't want my channel to be like that. I didn't want my channel to be reflecting the negativity, and I do get upset about certain things that I see that I think are wrong. But I think there's enough people talking about those already. You can fight forever, you know. Morrissey said that, and Morrissey's one of my favorite writers, one of my favorite artists, says it takes strength to be gentle and kind. And it really does, because it's easy to react to everything that's going on. But to find the positive in even the smallest thing is sometimes tough when you're bombarded with negativity from everywhere. So I wanted this to be a respite, sort of a pit stop from all the BS, a throwback, if you will, to what YouTube used to be, which is just a person sharing his thoughts. That's it. No high production value, none of that stuff. I'm just gonna play games, record in the best way I can, and share my experiences with you. One of the purposes of my channel is to record what I'm going through as I'm going through it, not only for myself but for my family. So years from right now, they can see what I was doing, how I went through difficult times. You know, they can look at the memories I was sharing, and of course to go through my library in a fun way. My library and the games that I see coming out, the games I own. But most of all, I want it to be a positive experience. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, where somebody can stop by, listen to something that's decent, that is not going to stress them out, maybe find some commonalities in an experience, and share that. Share thoughts with another normal human being that is not hoarding toilet paper, or is not talking about politics or negative anything. We're just humans sharing the human experience, having fun with video games, and having fun in our lives. Because at the end of it, we all go through things. We all go through things that are challenging. I do this at the end of the day because it relaxes me. For the most part, my day is great. Sometimes I have tough days like anybody else. Things happen. And I decompress with video games. And the only thing that I struggle with is finding the balance of how much should I play and how much should I record. Well, I need to play more. I really do. I have to focus on the video games, because if I don't focus on the video games, then what am I going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? What is the channel going to be about, right? And my backlog is so huge that I have plenty of material here to share with you guys. Plenty of positivity, plenty of memories to share. All these years, as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at my library, I'm looking at all these games, I'm looking at all these consoles, and with them are so many memories from all these years where I can look back and think at the old person that I was, you know, and I just said, you know, and I need to improve that. I need to stop saying, you know. As an educator, as a person who trains other people, that's something that I need to improve on, because if I keep saying, you know, why would you come to my class if you already know? My old supervisors used to admonish me on that. What I find challenging is that I think in Spanish, but I speak other languages, right? And sometimes when you speak other languages, the grammar structure is different. So the subject is, and the verbs switch positions, and when you speak, sometimes you switch them. That's the easiest way I can explain it. But anyway, I'm going back to my original thought, and hopefully you guys can understand my broken English sometimes, especially when I'm trying to express complex thoughts. I get a little tongue-tied. But anyway, there is so much that we've been through in gaming, positive, and there's so many positive experiences that we had, and so many positive experiences, and sometimes even sad ones, that video games help us through. That's really what I want to share and I want to portray in my channel. When I look back in time, when I speak about the tough times that I was going through, sometimes things were happening to me and some wounds were self-made. When you look back and you look back at your trajectory, hopefully you're not the same person that you were 10 years ago, right? There's growth involved. If you're a little bit younger, trust me, you're going to look 10 years from now, you're going to look at yourself and go, what an idiot. And believe it or not, that's a good thing, because that means you grew as a person, you educated yourself, you learned from your experiences, and you move forward. And that's what life is. Life is a movement forward. And I hate to see people out there struggling because they feel like this is never going to end. Everything passes, my friends. All we got to do, and I know it sounds corny, is stay positive and focus. If you focus on your goals, eventually everything will pass. And if you stay in the right frame of mind and stay away from negativity, it just makes it a little bit easier. And hopefully, if you guys stop by here, you're just getting a smile or two listening to the old man stories. Alright, humans, I will catch you on the next one. This holiday weekend I'll be recording more videos. I want to work ahead on the Sunday videos if I can again. Maybe get in a couple of Sega Saturdays in there. And work on my Atlas collection. There's a couple of games here that are calling me. Oh man, there's a Sega game that I'm looking at here that's going to be the subject of Saturday's video. So anyway, with that, I leave you guys. Never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and remember, never be afraid to be happy. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.